Madden Football brings you to the...
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A one-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional one-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Nagar's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
They
Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. He's got room at the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. Out. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I will continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. Running right through it. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
77 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Here we go, here we go. 52 plastic.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 29, Prescott.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome. Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Owasor, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Isaiah Simmons
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons,
his 2nd sack of the night. Seibert's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, shake it up, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back now at Ford Field.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter play.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Prescott yet again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, move.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. On the give, this is their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott now. And it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions, touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. From the 35 on second down, Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.